How to deal with negative comments on social media. So you are watching this video because you have probably received some negative comments on your feed, and they were probably hurtful, they were mean, they were vicious, they were like, you don't even know me, and yet you are coming in here, right? These people, you may call them trolls, toxic, you get it. So today we're going to dig in and we are going to learn how to deal with these negative comments and take a look at them from the spiritual lens. My name is Monica Reyes and I am a spiritual coach and high performance coach, and I work with you and teach you through mind, business, spirit, integrating spirituality into every part of your life for more awareness, more authenticity. So how to deal with negative comments on social media. So you've received some negative comments or a negative comment on your social media and you're freaking out. You're like, should I delete it? What should I do? Why is it here? You know, this is the beginning. This is probably going to happen. And I've heard this from people before, like people that I work with. I'm afraid to even start, becoming. It actually may block your success because you're afraid of this judgment. Okay, so like I do in pretty much every video, I invite you to take a look within you and find out why you created this, right? As I always say, your external world is a reflection of your internal landscape, right? So there's a place here that you can take responsibility. And I don't mean responsibility from a physical standpoint of like what I posted. It's energetic. Like we're gonna look at this from this energetic standpoint as to why this negative comment came in the first place. So first off, the first lens I'd like you to put on today is everything's happening for you, right? So even though this may feel like an attack, it's not an attack, right? There's a part of you that feels attacked, and it didn't start today. There's a part of you that might have been attacked long before this comment, which is what is still inside of you, which hasn't been processed, which is what this negative comment is doing. It's triggering and bringing it up so you can deal with it, right? If you're receiving a negative comment, that means you're on social media. Maybe you're on the way up. Maybe you use it in some way, and it's important to you that you're not judged in this way, so it obviously bothers you. This lens of things are happening for me, not to me, is important because you leave this space of victim, of like attack, of needing to fight back, of being afraid, so there's that space. So switching that hat on. The next thing that I'd invite you to do is to stop not liking it. So not telling you necessarily to like the negative comment, but to not resist it, right? Because it's truth. So this life, this journey that we're on is the universe, right? It's all perfection. We're all made up of the same fabric. Everything has a right to exist, including the negative comment. There's a purpose for it. It's happening for you. And so you are resisting it. You're on this video right now, like, how the hell do I deal with it? I want it to go away. I don't like it, right? Okay, so starting usually with the thing that we want to change. I don't like this negative comment. So before we even touch the comment, we start with our relationship to the comment itself. So what about that don't you like? What does it trigger within you? Is it trigger, where is that resistance coming from, right? Is it, maybe it feels like judgment. It feels like rejection. It feels like it's putting me into this victim statehood, right? This victim being. And so still not dealing with the comment, dealing with why you're feeling this way. Let's go back into childhood. Was there a time when you felt that way when you were a child? Like, did your parents judge you, or did they judge others and in essence indirectly judging you? Did you live within a specific household where you might have felt rejected? Maybe there was you had other siblings, right? Or maybe there was a bully, or there's something here to explore, because this isn't going to be the only one, unfortunately, right? And so that's the thing, like, yes, we can deal with the negative comment, and I can teach you the tools and the tips and the strategies to like effectively physically deal with it. Or we can resolve this for good so that we can deal with it, nip it in the bud, and perhaps not get any more negative comments, right? But we start off by resolving and looking through the root, the source, like, what is this comment leading you to? What is the greater question here? Why is this happening? Like, what is it bringing up? And you'll be able to know a lot by how you're feeling. So this comment showed up, and even if you close your eyes right now and think about the comment, there's a feeling that's happening right now in your body. Where is that sensation? I would invite you to just take a deep breath and be with whatever you're feeling in the moment, and just start to like unravel it. You know, what am I feeling? Am I afraid of judgment? Am I afraid? Is it making me feel a certain way? Did they call me out on something where I'm feeling like a fraud? Am I like, what is it? And again, resolving it, and just being okay with it, like, and being with the feeling that you're feeling. Like, what does it feel like to be judged right now? And which leads me to step number 2. Once you've experienced it and you're with it and you're starting to kind of look in the past as to why this is happening, where am I doing that? Where am I judging? Where am I, rejecting? Am I rejecting myself? Am I judging myself? Am I judging others? Am I rejecting others? Again, right? This external reality is a reflection. All it is a response to our internal landscape. So I always start within. I like to start within because there's something inside of you that has created that for some reason, and it wants your attention. That's why it's happening. It's a beautiful thing. It's a gift, and eventually you will see. It doesn't feel like a gift yet, but you will see it. So we want to get the energy right? We want to resolve the way that you feel about it first before even going into strategy. And even though you might have the urge to respond now, I would invite you to kind of open yourself up first to this, see it as a gift, start to see this as an appreciation, starting to see that this comment is maybe even not even seeing it as negative, just seeing it as a comment, seeing it as a way in to you, to this next breakthrough, to this next level of you. And I know it sounds crazy, but everything has a purpose. It's an ingredient to this next level of this recipe of this next level of you. So changing the energy there. Now, from that state of appreciation, of understanding of this is happening for me, of thank you for rising to the occasion, Mr. and Mrs. Commenter, and putting this down, and doing this so that I would then have this beautiful epiphany and breakthrough. Now from that state, answer the question or answer the comment, right? And also know that whatever, instead of what I also like to do here, which will help with writing the right words, is not looking at this person, defining this person by this comment, not defining this person by their behavior. Like, they are a human being exhibiting a behavior. They are not the behavior. And finding compassion for this person by taking it to this next level. So it's very easy for me to go there with compassion because I know so much about the brain. I get what happens in childhood, and I like to think about everybody as this little kid because most of us actually still have a little kid psyche living inside of us. And this is what you might be exhibiting right now. You might be experiencing is somebody with like this little kid that's fighting back for some reason. So I like to think about what must have happened in this person's life for them to be exhibiting this behavior now. Like, what must have happened? And so if they're coming at you and they're lashing out and they're writing this negative comment or they're judging you in some way, then their parents probably did that to them as a children. So imagining them as this little boy or little girl, and they are, constantly getting that in their household by their parents, constantly, you're not good enough, you suck, whatever. Maybe not being emotionally available. Maybe their parents were addicts. Maybe they were alcoholics. Maybe they got abused. Maybe they were bullied, right? There's a whole world of things that might have happened for them now to be showing up as an adult right now, to have taken the time to write this comment on your page, on your comment, nothing positive, nothing supported, but then instead something like this, because it's likely to be learned behavior, because this probably happened to them at some point, and this is the way that they know how to respond to the world, and they're in a reactive state. When we look at it from that aspect, now you can start to see a little more compassion. You get to respond from heart and love rather than hate. And that's the beautiful thing about compassion. People think that compassion's like walk all over me. It's like I can't fight, right? No, compassion is fire. Compassion comes from this place of fire. It's simply a lens. So you can fight back. You can be an activist. You can stand up for yourself. You can speak up. You can, fight a war through compassion. So it's the lens. So that's what the moral of the story is. I invite you, and all the steps that I've told you are to open up your heart, to see things differently, to take responsibility, to understand that we're all connected, to understand this is happening for you, that you are not a victim, that you've actually created this because it's helping you for this next level of you. And so you can thank them and understand why they may be acting in this way and showing up in this way, because they aren't They aren't this behavior. They are a human being that has been through a lot of shit probably, that is now coming in, coming through and showing up in this way and attacking and coming and showing up in this way in your, in your social media. And so for you now from this space to write them back and in this place of understanding, but also standing up for yourself, obviously. There'll be less ego, there'll be less fear. And what's beautiful about this, because this is an energetic relationship, when you respond, the words themselves hold vibration and it will change the way they respond. If you come back and you're like, middle finger, fight, attack, fear, that's exactly what's going to happen. They will continue to come on because you're going to trigger that and activate that inside of them, which is probably the way that they dominantly show up in life. However, if you come in through love, compassionate, but yet strong and assertive, and I don't take shit from nobody, however, I'm still coming in from love and compassion, that's what you will activate within them. And so it's actually a really beautiful opportunity for you to show up in this way. And so, seeing it as this gift, again, it's happening for you. So I hope that you got some value. You may not have thought the video was going to go this way, but I know that it will be helpful for you if you take the time to kind of put this all into practice. And I hope that it works out. I'd love to hear if you have put this into practice. I would love to hear you comment. If you comment below, I'd love to hear what happened after you put this all in. What happens, and I would love to help you if it didn't work out, or if this person wrote this other comment. Go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll write you back. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to hear more videos like this, please hit that subscriber button and don't forget that bell, because that bell is going to notify you every time I release a new video. I hope that you have a beautiful day and see you soon.